Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another Daily Destiny with Jessie B. I am Jessie Christensen, and hey, happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. And it is June 2nd, and I just can't believe how fast this year has gone. And it is June, which means it is graduation season. And because of that, I thought it might be fun to share 3 things I would tell my 18-year-old self from graduating high school. Good morning, Amy. Thanks for joining. And also at the end, I would love to hear what you would tell your 18-year-old self. So keep that in mind. I'd love to know. But I graduated in 2004 from Enumclaw High School. Go Hornets for all you who graduated from Enumclaw High School. And honestly, I had a great high school experience. I had a great group of friends. I had great teammates, great teachers, and great coaches. And our community was very supportive. And so I had a great high school experience. And I also believe that everything that happens to us really helps build our character and mold us into the person that God created us to be. However, there are a few things I wish I could go back and tell my 18-year-old self that would save a lot of heartache and frustration before entering college. And so, number 1, I would tell myself that your best days are still in front of you. See, I had a great high school experience, and I loved it. I was very comfortable in my hometown with my friends. I mean, the only responsibility I really had was, keeping up my grades so I can go to college. There was no bills, no insurance. It was a great time. I was very content. And so it was really hard for me to enter into college thinking that this next season would be as great as this last season. And guess what? It was better than high school. It was it was exciting on a different level than high school. And every season after that, I believe, has gotten better and from the last. And we're not meant to live in one season our whole life. We're meant to go from season to season. And each season has its own moments that I want to hold on to and not forget. But I also want to be hopeful with expectation for the next season. So I would tell myself that the best days are still in front of you. Let's see. Good morning, Cammie and Jackie. Yes, go Hornets. We graduated together. 04. Good morning, Chris. Okay, number 2, I would tell myself that you do not need anybody's permission to be all God created you to be. Not your critics, not your family, and not your friends. See, it took me a while going into college to really figure out what I wanted to do. And because of that, I feel like I pursued what I thought people expected me to. Now, I did enjoy my major classes. I majored in physical education, but I also pursued a teaching degree because that's kind of all I knew with my parents and my sister. But finally, after 4 years, my senior year, I realized that teaching's not my passion. And so I dropped out of my teaching classes. But I probably could have eliminated a lot of frustrating and anxious nights if I just was true to myself from the beginning and gave myself permission to say, you know what, I don't know what I want to do. And that's okay, because eventually, with a lot of prayer and surrounding ourselves with the right people, we're going to figure out what sets our heart on fire. And we don't need to settle for what people expect us, because that's really draining, to doing something that people expect us to do and not really our passion. So I would tell myself, you do not need anybody's permission to be all God created you to be. And the last thing that I would tell myself, maybe some of you girls can relate to this, but I would tell myself that my mom was right about everything she told you when you were 18. Yeah, that breakup when you're 18, yeah, you'll get over it, and time will heal, and you'll find love again. Yeah, Jesus, he does love you, and he has a plan for you. And yeah, your friends, you're going to find some that love you and accept you and believe in for who you are right now, Jessie. So yes, I would tell myself that my mom was right about everything she told you at 18. And again, I do believe that everything we go through molds us into who we are and gives us that character. However, I do love being able to go back and recognize just how far God has brought me to where I've become right now. And so I would love, good morning, Pamela. I would love to hear, what would you tell your 18-year-old self, maybe after graduating high school or even after graduating college? Is there something that you would go back and tell yourself? I would love to know. Just write it in the comments. Let us know. And I actually wrote a letter to my 18-year-old self, kind of just with more thoughts. I wrote these 3 things and just kind of more thoughts. And so if you'd want to read that, or you can go to my website at jessiebchristiansen.com and go to the blog. I just posted that. So thanks again for joining me, you guys. Happy June. I can't believe it's June 2nd already. Thanks again. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks again for joining, and I will see you guys next week. All right. Bye-bye.